Rav Yitzchak Zilberstein makes a very important point on this week's parsha in the Aleinu L'Shabeach that has nothing to do with the parsha, but it's in his sefer on parsha. It's on Parak Yud Tes Pasuk Tes Vav. Hayu Nechoinim, talking about being prepared. It happens sometimes that no one in a shul wants to be chazan. So what happens is that sometimes the Amud, it just remains empty in the front. No one goes up. I've been to shuls, I've been to places. It's been already 5 minutes that this has happened. Usually I go up. Sometimes if my voice is under the weather, I don't go up. But finally, after waiting, someone tries to get someone to daven over here. Some sort of gabbai. And sometimes people still refuse. It's a disgrace. It's a bizayon. A chazan, the person who is a shliach sibor, literally a messenger of the congregation, he's someone who has to act in a holy way. He's the representative of everyone else. He transfers and helps our prayers go straight up. It's a privilege to be chazan. It's a zechus, it's a merit. Why should a gabbai have to beg people to daven? The situation should be the opposite. The gabbai should have to figure out who's going to get the opportunity to daven. People should want to daven. I remember one time I daven mincha of Shabbos, and I take my towels off, and I'm handing someone, "Do you want to daven marv?" He said, "No, you're already up there." Is that a joke? You're already up there? Why should I take all the merit instead of everyone else? It's crazy. I'm into places, 70 people there. You have to wait a couple minutes. Ridiculous. So maybe a person will give a Torah-related argument, a halachic argument. He'll say it's precisely because of the awesomeness of the responsibility, the great responsibility as being a messenger for the congregation. I'm afraid to take that on. It's such a big role. I'm not qualified to be a representative of the entire kihila, of the entire congregation. The answer to him is, if you're so humble, then you're going to be great up there. You're the perfect candidate. You're the perfect match. It's a privilege to be chazan. Furthermore, a lot of times people, unfortunately, speak lashon hara about the chazan. They'll say, "Oh, tircha de tzibur, he dragged it out, he schlepped it, he made it too long." We're those same people when everyone's waiting 5 minutes for someone to go up. That's not tircha de tzibur. If you're not going to start, then you're not going to end. If no one gets up there, it will never end. There's serious problems of tircha de tzibur, which play major roles in halacha. According to some, this is not my custom personally, but when they get an aliyah, they don't close the Torah. Why? Because the opening it and maybe having to find the place, that could be already a tircha de tzibur. It could take an extra 5 seconds. What I do is at the end of the bracha, I already start opening it a little bit, so the Baal Kori could already start looking in to find the place. But it's tircha de tzibur. Now you'll say, wait a second, everyone is not fit and suitable to be a chazan. That's true. So not everyone should rush to the Amud to be chazan. But someone who is capable, he should be eager to use his voice that was given to him to honor HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Like the Medrash says, if you have a good voice, go and daven. A person who is capable of being chazan, and a gabbai comes up to you and asks you to daven, don't dismiss him, and certainly don't be rude. The gabbai is a human who is doing his job for your benefit and for the entire congregation. Yosef Chaim Sonnenfeld said that when he would see the Amud remain empty and no one was going up, he himself would go up to be chazan. He wouldn't wait for someone else to assume the role. He explains that there were two prohibitions involved when it came to leaving the Amud empty. Number one, tircha de tzibur, like we said before, you're making everyone wait. And number two, it's a disgrace, it's a bizayon to that holy site, to the Amud. It's a disgrace. That's where all of our tefillas go up. One other point when it comes to being a chazan, this is a major issue nowadays. Even though we discussed the importance of making sure that the Chazan gets up there, nevertheless, in a lot of places, these kids who just turned 13, 14, so now it's the first opportunity that they could go up and be Chazan, what do? They go up there. And they're so excited about davening. There are a lot of problems with this. Number one is they just don't know the relevant halachas. Number two, they don't even say the words sometimes, and it's too quickly, and they don't know how to go with the proper pace. They swallow the words, they slur the words, and therefore it's an issue and it has to be addressed. We have to define what real chinuch is. It's also a problem nowadays. There's already a custom for them not to lane, because when they're going to lane, they're not laning properly. Even if they spent thousands of dollars, they paid someone to teach them how to lane and everything. A lot of times it's not proper anyways. There's many issues with the laning. They don't even know what the words mean that they're laning also. Good Baal Korah should know what the words mean, know what he's actually saying. But those are a few important points when it comes to being a chazan to keep in mind. I thought it was
No, great stuff.
very relevant.
Questions?
Yeah, yeah.
So it was the Elena L'Shabeach, Rav Zilberstein brought in the name of Rav Shlomo Zalman.
No, that was just Rav Zilberstein or Rav Zilberstein.
And where does he get the makar that it's a disgrace? Is that this week's parsha? That it's a disgrace to leave it
No, he's
open?
just this is all his own opinion.
It's all his own opinion.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I
And
think
where
it's
it's in the
right.
Elena L'Shabeach on this week's parsha?
Yes, it's in Yud Tes Vav.
You test vav. I don't have Elena L'Shabeach, but I'll try.
I think it's
And the other
relevant.
question is, what about he doesn't bring up the thing about, you should wait three times to be asked, or that's when
That
nobody's
that necessarily that we discussed around 9 years ago. That doesn't necessarily apply nowadays because the Chazan doesn't really motzi anyone with as it
really.
used to. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
So then it's not a sign of gaiva if a person like, you just go up there. If nobody's, it's 9 o'clock, let's say Mav's at 9 o'clock and no one's
yeah.
going up there.
Correct,
He's basically saying it's a mitzvah for you
correct,
to, I guess it's a mitzvah,
correct. It is, and it's
to,
an
to,
avera
to,
nato.
well, it's an avera nata because of the disgrace to the Yamid and the Tircha de Tzibura.
Correct.
So, b'makom shein ish, you should be an ish and don't worry
B'makom
about what
she'ein
people say.
anoshim is the language of the
Wait,
Mishnah.
but what's the
Ishtadol
tir?
yoisish.
Uh-huh.
Correct.
What's the tircha de tzibur? I don't
You're
understand.
making everyone wait. The minions
So
called
that
for.
that other person is also making there's no one
Okay,
who's not,
fine, but someone has to do it.
and they're also
If
in the
everyone's just
David,
shul.
David, David,
David, if
Marv's at
if
9
someone's drowning and everyone's just watching.